The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. First, the headline. Katsina shines as Kankara emerges Nulge president. NLC threatens shutdown over 50% telecom tariff hike. National Grid fault disrupt power supply across Nigeria. NDLEA reveals 14 million Nigerians struggling with drugs addiction. Tinubu makes new appointment. Federal government approves National Parliamentary Academy. Police deny report of missing firearms. Now on the news in details. Katsina State Governor Malam Diko Umaru Rada has described the election of Comrade Alihu Haruna Kankara as the national president of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, Nulge, as a great honor to Katsina State. Governor Rada noted that Kankara's elevation to the Nulge presidency is not just a testament to his personal dedication to public service, but also a reflection of the quality leadership emerging from Katsina local government system. He further emphasized that Kankara's vast experience as Katsina State Nulge president and national treasurer has equipped him well for this important role. Currently serving as the Director of Administration and Finance at Kankara local government area, Kankara brings the wealth of principal experience in local government administration to his new position. Governor Rada added, on behalf of government and people of Katsina State, Governor Rada congratulated Kankara, expressing confidence that his tenure will usher in positive reforms in Nulge while advancing the welfare of local government employees across Nigeria. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has rejected the recent 50% tariff increase by telecom providers, threatening a nationwide shutdown of telecom operation if the hike is not reversed by February 29, 2025. Despite agreement with the federal government and the Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC), telecom operators went ahead with the hike, prompting the NLC to issue a strong warning. In a communique signed by NLC President Joe Ajaero and General Secretary Emma Ogboaja, the union outlined protest action, boycott NTN, Airtel, and Glo service daily from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. starting February 13, 2025. Suspend data purchases from affected provider, mobilize the public against the tariff increase. The NLC also criticized the government for failing to protect Nigerians from corporate exploitation and vowed to resist any policies that place undue financial burden on workers. If the telecom companies fail to comply by deadline, the NLC will shut down telecommunication services nationwide starting March 1st, 2025. Moving on, a widespread power outage on Wednesday sparked concern of a nationwide grid collapse, but grid operators later clarified that it was a grid disturbance affecting specific regions. Nigerians took to social media to express frustration over the blackout, prompting the National Grid to issue a statement urging the public to ignore fake news. There was a grid disturbance before noon. Part of the country's experienced outage. Further information shortly, the statement reads. NLC President Joe Ajaero criticized the rising electricity tariff and increased taxation, arguing that government policies are making life harder for ordinary Nigerians. The development comes amid ongoing discussions between labor unions and the government over economic policies, including controversial 50% telecom tariff hike. In another development, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has disclosed that 40 million Nigerians are battling with substance addiction, raising concern over country's growing drug abuse crisis. Speaking at an awareness event in Ondo State, NDLEA Deputy Commander Yetunde Joy Force stressed that urgent action is needed to calm the rising menace. She praised the Ojifon Youth Council for its efforts in educating secondary school students about the dangers of drug abuse. Adedokun Adeyonu, president of the Youth Council, highlighted how peer pressure Entertainment influences and personal struggle push many young Nigerians into substance abuse. The event brought together student community leaders and the National Orientation Agency, NOA, underscoring the needs for collective actions against drugs abuse. Moving on, the people in Ogbia Kingdom in Bayelsa State has expressed their gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for reappointing their son, Samuel Ogboko, as the Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Traditional rulers and community leaders urge an end to protest against Ogboka's reappointment, calling for unity and constructive dialogue to drive the development of the Niger Delta. King Dumaru Charles Owaba, the Obanohan of Ogbia Kingdom, and Aziba Logo Sebafa, the acting national chairman of Ogbia Brotherhoods, acknowledged former President Muhammadu Buhari for initially appointing Ogbako and commended Tinubu for renewing his tenure. Sebafo lamented the persistent underdevelopment of Ogbia Kingdom, despite its immense contribution to Nigerian's economy. He highlighted that since the discovery of crude oil on Oluobiri in 1956, the region has supplied vast quantities of oil and gas, but has seen little infrastructure advancement. He also decried the environmental devastation caused by oil exploitation, including pollution, destruction of wildlife, and loss of aquatic life, with minimal intervention from the federal government and oil companies. The Ogbia leaders emphasized that despite their crucial role in Nigeria's oil industry, no indigene from the kingdom has ever been appointed to lead any major government interventionist agency. They cited historical instances of political marginalization, including the removal of Senator Melford Okoli as Rivers State Governor in 1983 and the 2015 election defeat of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Addressing the ongoing protest against Ogbuka's reappointment, Sebafo urged aggrieved groups to embrace dialogue over confrontation and support Ogbako's leadership at the NDDC. The leaders reaffirmed their commitment to peace and development, praising President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda and the governors of the 9 NDDC states for their efforts to improve the Niger Delta. They called on all stakeholders in the Niger Delta to work together in unity for the collective progress of the region. Also, the federal government has approved the establishment of the National Paramilitary Academics to enhance security training in Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu granted approval for the institution during the Federal Executive Council FAKE meeting on Monday, 10th February. Speaking in Abuja on Wednesday, February 12th, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, said the academy will provide structured paramilitary training for young Nigerians who gain admission through the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME. Graduates of the academy will become well-trained officers prepared to contribute to national security, equipping them with essential skills for paramilitary services. Finally, on this segment, the Nigerian Police Force, NPF, has dismissed claim that 3,907 firearms have gone missing from its armories. Describing the report as misleading, the force headquarters clarifies that the figure referenced in the recent reports came from an audit conducted in 2019 before the tenure of the current Inspector General of Police, IGP, Igbetoko. According to Force Public Relations Officer Muyewa Adejobi, the firearms in question were not missing but had been assigned to officers for operational duties and were later recovered. He explains that the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation, AUGF, did not declare the weapons missing, but only noted that some could not be physically verified during the audit. The police also pointed out that law enforcement agencies often face challenges during civil unrest, with officers being attacked and weapons stolen. However, efforts have been made to recover any lost arms. The Senate Committee on Public Accounts has scheduled a hearing on the matter, but the session has now been postponed to Monday, February 17, 2025. The police assured Nigerians of their commitment to accountability and transparency while cautioning against the spread of misinformation designed to undermine public confidence in the security agencies. This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't